So I was just on social media and I saw a meme that said, let go or be dragged. And it made me laugh because um, it's absolutely true. Um, you can hold on to fear. You can hold on to doubt. You can hold on to worry. You can hold on to small thinking. You can hold on to uh, impatience. You can hold on to all those things. You can hold on to unforgiveness, and it will drag you. It will wear you out. And it's so much easier to just let go of the things that no longer serve us. But too often, we hold on. And this year, and for the rest of my stay on this planet, I am going to remember that saying, let go or be dragged. Because if you don't let go, it's going to have you like a dog on a leash, a big dog on a leash, and it's going to pull you in directions that you don't even want to go. And so my intention for today is to let go. Let go of fear and worry and doubt. I don't know if I'm going to say this. I'm going to even let go of trying to figure things out, right? Because what is meant to happen will happen, and what is meant to be will be, and what wasn't intended to be won't be. And so I need to let go of my expectations. That was one of the things that started off, oh man, in the beginning of this journey of mine, is very attached to outcomes. I have a very creative mind, and I can make up outcomes that I want to see happen, and I get very specific, and I know exactly what I want. And whenever it differs from that which I expected to see, it could be me planning a party, it could be me planning an event and speaking somewhere. When it doesn't happen the way that I envisioned it, it's a failure. It could be a complete success. Everybody agrees except me, because it did not turn out the way that I expected. And that was my attachment. I had attachment to outcomes. And so early on, I saw that was an area in which I was being dragged. I was being dragged all over, and it was causing depression and anxiety and frustration. And I began to speak to that I am not attached to the outcome. What will be, and I don't need to force anything. I need to do what I feel led to do. And when I receive an impulse from spirit, when I receive an impulse to do something, that I do need to do that thing. And then I need to release it and let it go and let it become what it needs to become and get out the way. Because a lot of times our thoughts allow things to go differently because we're in the way. We are in the way. And so releasing my attachment to outcomes was very important and very helpful in me moving forward. And before 2020 hit, I said that I was releasing frustration and impatience. And that's another, I guess, dimension of me releasing myself from outcomes, because it can drag you. I'm releasing myself from expectations from other people. I'm releasing myself from what other people think about me, because that will drag you. That, and especially if you got a creative mind, you think of all kinds of things people ain't even thinking about you, and it will drag you and make you a mess and keep you off focus. And we're not about that life in 2020. In 2020, we're all about focus. We're all about alignment. We're all about being in the places that we need to be, because we are in tune with our inner guidance system, and that we are hearing the presence speak to us and tell us, go here, do that. And that's what we're listening to. We're not listening to automatic negative thoughts. We are not going to be dragged by automatic negative thoughts. We are not going to be dragged by our doubt of what our outcomes are going to be. We are just going to trust and rest in the abilities and our potential that has been given to us. And we are going to be free from the drag nation. We're going to be free from the drag nation. I love my little gray hair right here. This is funny because I manifested this, just want to say. When I was younger, I would say that when I went gray, I wanted a streak. And this is exactly what it's starting right there. So anyway. So that's my intentions. My intentions are to let go so that I am not dragged by my emotions, my perception of reality. I'm not going to be dragged by what seems to be the lack of what I'm looking for, because guess what? What I can see is not even what exists. That's just my perception of what exists. And when we create something, when we call something into existence with our mind and our thought, that is a very real thing. It is a very real manifestation. It is in spirit form. And the work that we do, the work that we're reminded we need to do, calls it into the physical. Just like I heard a speech, I think it was Les Brown, and he talks about the bamboo tree, which has to be watered and fertilized every day for something like 5 years without any sign of life. And then after 5 years, it grows, I think it's something like 90 feet in 2 weeks, or something like that. If you want to look it up, it's Les Brown bamboo speech, something like that. And the question is, when did it grow 90 feet? Did it grow 90 feet in the first 5 years when there was nothing? Or did it grow 90 feet in the 2 weeks where it grew from the ground 90 feet? And the truth is that we have to nourish. It had to be nourished every day without fail for 5 years. If it had not been nourished every day for 5 years, then it would have never grown the 90 feet in 2 weeks. So just like a baby in your belly, can't see the baby in the way that you can hold the baby and smell the baby and change the baby's diapers. You can't do all that when you first get pregnant. It takes a long time for you to be able to even know that it's there, that it's moving, right? But your job is to nourish that baby while it gestates. And then when it is ready, it will come forth. And so our dreams are the same way, that we have dreams that have been given to us by Spirit, by God, by the source of our being. And those dreams aren't there to frustrate us. Our dreams are there so that we can seek how to accomplish them. And that God, our guidance system, will give us instructions on what we need to do. We just need to be tapped into receive and understand what we need to do. We need to be in alignment. And then we need to do the thing that we know that we need to do. And in its time, we will reap a harvest. Do not grow weary in well-doing. Those scriptures mean so much more to me now with this new understanding that I have. And I'm thankful and grateful to know that I can release myself from expectations and trust and know that what I want to see will come forth when it is ready. So I'm not going to be dragged by expectation. I'm not going to be dragged by worry, doubt, fear. I'm going to release it. I'm going to let go and let the presence take over. Have a great night.